Hello and welcome to my channel where I do daily Bitcoin technical analysis every day, Monday to Friday, analyze price action and prepare setups for day trading. So weekly chart, same place as yesterday. Overall, this is a good high targeting 40k, 37k, 34k, 31k, 27k. So could be a high time frame reversal. And locally this week, testing the upside, and there is no wick to the downside, so end of week I would expect the downside to be tested on the weekly candles. That means weekly open is an important level to watch for a squeeze down. Daily candles, this is the unfinished weekly, so I would expect this to be taken out to the downside, and there is no wick to the upside as well. So today we could expect a squeeze up on the daily candle because we test the downside first, then we test the upside. Same way like with weekly candle, we test the upside first and then we test the downside the same week at the end of the week. Same way we can test the upside at the end of the day. That's what I usually expect. So yesterday I was saying this is bearish, and I made a video around here. I shorted this for 1% profit because where is the daily open? Let me just mark it. This was the daily open, and price went up, and then I was saying I would expect a squeeze down to test the red side of the daily. We got a squeeze, we didn't quite reach the weekly open, which we can do at any point. Like it doesn't need to be Sunday, Saturday, or completely end of the week. Middle of the week is still good for reversal. So we tested the downside and then we bounce. V-shape is advertisement for buying, and then what we see, people buying probably here. We do an M formation because there is one more push higher. We hit the naked point of control. So we have a swing failure here, we have a level as well, and we got a V-shape, which is an advertisement to buy, and price is reversing now, eating all this liquidity that it got from this consolidation right here, from M formation, from this trap. Now it's eating the liquidity. Now this move has no retraces, no bounces, nothing. Like it's just straight down. If you short, let's say you short here, where is your stop loss? Right here. If you short here, where is your stop loss? Right here. If you short here, stop loss here. If you short here, stop loss here. Like even if you're using 100x leverage, you short here, your stop loss is here. You short on this range, your stop loss is here. So it's an advertisement to buy, to sell, I mean. It's so easy to short. Everyone who is trying to long this, they are getting wrecked. And at some point, they will give up and they say, okay, I'm done with longs. This is not reversing. This is just going down. It's very bearish because there is no bounces. And it makes sense. This is a strong downtrend. And this is the place where we start seeing some reversal. And I would assume this is the golden pocket. Yeah, around the golden pocket. Previous day open as well, which we squeezed yesterday. And we will be going for all this liquidity today. That's my assumption. At the same time, we should be going for the weekly liquidity at the end of week, at any point. So we need to be careful with longs. We have contradicting analysis at the moment. I'm expecting a squeeze of daily open and I'm expecting a squeeze of weekly open. And then once we get the squeezes, we need to see if we have support or we don't. Like we squeezed here, if it bounces, it could be easy way up all the way to 46k, maybe even higher. And once we squeeze daily open and we come below, we lose it, it could be all the way down to 38k. These are basically, these can cause massive moves. But since we have high probability to test this and test this, both of them, we should be trading probably to the other side, whenever one of them is reached. Yeah, so this is a local opportunity. We do a nice swing failure right here. We do a bounce. And I actually longed this. And now I'm getting wrecked. But that's fine. I was expecting weekly open to be taken. Like what I'm trading right now is like this potential bottom for daily open squeeze. So let's say I open my trade, I opened just slightly below the low, and I added when it came back above the high, above the low. So let's say my entry is around here. And I put a stop loss below the low. That's a 0.5% stop loss. That's fine. I'm targeting 1.3% plus a bonus on the squeeze. Like 1.5 can be reached easily. So this is what I'm trading right now. It doesn't look good, but that's fine. I know that we can squeeze weekly open at any point. This is strong downtrend at the moment. It doesn't have to reverse here. But for me, it makes sense to risk 0.5% for 3 risk reward trade. If I lose this one, I can trade the next one lower somewhere else. It was still a good opportunity in my opinion. Like it doesn't look good now, but in my opinion, this was a good opportunity. I will show you why it's a good opportunity. 1 hour candles. It's showing a reversal, and then there is no wick right here. When there is no wick and it just starts moving down, I'm assuming this will be recovered soon. This candle, again, big reversal, strong reversal candle, good bottom. W formation basically. And new candle starts, straight down, there is no wick. So I'm assuming this will be squeezed, this will be squeezed. They are basically preparing, you know when everyone is saying that you need to trade, wait for backtest, wait for retrace and stuff like that. Yeah, so when you see a candle like this, you don't just long, you wait for a retrace. And let's see what's happening. On my platform, it didn't take the low. And I'm still good. Yeah, so I'm expecting this to be taken. This is 30 minute, but same story on 1 hour, on 30 minute, on 15 minute. I'm finished high and finished high. Again, 15 minutes started and finished. It's just going down. So I would expect this to be squeezed, this to be squeezed, this to be squeezed, and daily open to be squeezed, basically today. So you get into a long wherever you want, however you want. It's a high probability that we will squeeze weekly open, but who knows? Like for me, range is always higher probability. The weekly open is at the low. I don't really think we have to go much lower. If we go there, it's just gonna be a stop run probably, and then we come back up. Yeah, so I can already see a good long opportunities taking out this low or this low, some kind of stop run, and then don't be afraid to long. And at the same time, once we squeeze the daily open, it could be a small squeeze, but I would think we go higher. Like once we lose the daily open, you can start building shorts targeting weekly open. And if we don't lose daily open, it could be just squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. So for long opportunity, yeah, so I'm looking for 46k basically to recover this move. Long opportunity is taking out this structure to the downside, at the same time squeezing weekly open. What's happening locally, it's risky, but for me it's a long opportunity still to long daily open because it's showing a reversal, and as I showed these candles on 30 minute, on 15 minute, they are unfinished. It shows me that the market maker is advertising shorts, advertising people to get into shorts. Sharp moves down immediately, new candle open, sharp moves down. Again, sharp moves down, even taking the low. This is advertising for people to short. And I don't really, I don't get, tricked by this. My target is still daily open. Safe long below weekly open. Let's just check ATAS quickly. If we have some information there. So the profile is useless. There is not much information here. New low today and strong bounce again. 1 hour candles. There is no imbalances that I would care about. The weekly profile. The weekly profile as well. Nothing interesting, just going lower and lower. I think this move is just advertising people to sell, and these candles advertising people to sell, and I think there will be a bigger reversal today to the upside. The only question for me is, do we go for a weekly open today or don't? Because we can go there at any point. Now, let's see order flow right here. VWAP. Downtrending day, VWAP. Rejection, make a new low. VWAP rejection, make a new low again. So VWAP is king indicator in trending days, and today is downtrending so far. So once VWAP starts making a higher low, we are assuming it's a resistance still, and it's a nice bounce. So order flow, from what I can see, is people selling, price moves down. People buying, price moves up. There is no strong support, there is no strong resistance. This sharp moves down tells me there is longs getting liquidated. Again, here, longs getting liquidated. Here, longs getting liquidated because they are forced to sell quite a lot. And these liquidations are absorbed. There is support. I'm not saying that there is no support, no resistance. Actually, the case is that there is support and there is resistance, but there is equal amounts. So we cannot really be bullish or bearish on the order flow. Order flow is neutral at the moment. Yeah, so my plan, if you want a safe trade, you wait for a bit lower, or you wait for a clear bottom on like 1 hour time frame, maybe like 30 minutes would be enough. You wait for a clear bottom to form. I wouldn't really recommend longing before weekly open squeeze, even though daily open squeeze is high probability. Like, you see what we have to deal with when trading. They're both high probability moves. They both can be traded, but what you can do is only wait for a good short-term reversal, short-term opportunity, and if that's it, that's it. I'm not gonna trade shorts on this move because this is advertising people to sell. I'm not interested in shorts. I'm only interested in longs. So I have my long at the moment. It's not looking good, and that's fine. And I will long again and again and again if I need to when it's going down. And at the end of the day, I will be in profit probably anyway. Yeah, so for shorts, I don't want to short because I think there is higher probability that we recover 46k before going to 38k. I don't expect breakdowns. I don't expect breakouts. Just a rotation back up. That's what I want. And the rotation back up can start from taking this low. It could start right here. Like, we don't know. This is riskier. The one I'm taking, the long, it's riskier than when we take the low. But I don't need to go full size. I can just start small. If it starts going up, I can add to the trade, and that's it. I don't risk too much. Yeah, so I hope you learned something, and see you tomorrow.